Welcome to our YouTube channel, dedicated to exploring the latest insights and opportunities in the world of finance and investments, with a special focus on currency revaluation, gold and silver investments, cryptocurrency, and make money online opportunities and more. Please note that the content on this YouTube channel is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. We are not licensed financial advisors, and the opinions expressed on this channel are based on our own research and personal experience. We strongly recommend that you do your own research and consult with a licensed financial advisor. Also, just before we go any further, this channel has a weekly giveaway of 100 Dogecoin. To enter, all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel, like this video, and watch this video until the end, because if you don't, you will be automatically disqualified from the giveaway. We will be sharing the random hashtag keyword daily somewhere in the video, and then comment hashtag the keyword with no spaces in between in the comment section. Good luck. Now, let's proceed with the latest Iraq dinar news and intel today. Please take these pieces of information with a grain of salt, and please make sure to do your own due diligence. Quick ask before we dive in. If you're the person who tunes in just in case and then finds out the move happened while you slept, hit subscribe and turn on alerts now, because this stretch feels different enough that missing a single drop could matter. Alright, here's the vibe. The monetary side finally looks disciplined. The political calendar just got very real. Outside pressure is reshaping how banks move money, and there's a hard assets milestone that actually supports a stronger currency. I'm not spilling the specifics here. This is the 10,000-foot view by design. Let's get into the updates first, nice and tight, and then I'll circle back with my final analysis on what this combo could mean for RVRI timing and path. From Newshound/Intel Guru Mountain Goat, I want to remind everyone that there is a reset coming, and we have been told that Iraq will be part of this reset, and the dinar used as part of it. The U.S. is now working towards a complete financial overhaul. We will see some amazing, almost unbelievable things begin to happen. We will see the gold standard again, and the U.S. fiat dollar will be crushed. This is when and only when Iraq will get off the soul peg and to a new basket of weighted currencies for their new peg. Then comes the reinstatement. So you see it all interconnected, and there is a plan in motion. We have to all just give it a bit of time and let it progress. From Intel Guru Wolverine via Judy Byengston, I can't say much. Everything is confidential. I've talked to several Paymasters, and they're all more than excited. Believe it's really happening. We're about to cross that finish line. Things are definitely happening. From Intel Newshound Guru Babysmom, the rate on Forex can change any time it is open. It opens at 5 p.m. Eastern on Sunday evenings and remains open until 5 p.m. Eastern on Friday evenings. From Intel Guru Frank 26, Iraq Boots on the Ground report. From Firefly, television is showing Iraq agriculture has now been hit with 35% tariffs from the United States. The good thing, though, your Trump did not touch our oil. It's exempt from any tariff so far. From Newshound Guru Militia Man, article, the Ministry of Electricity announced the ministry has achieved an unprecedented record in electricity production, reaching 1,000 megawatts for the first time in Iraq's history. A lot of people have been saying Iraq's never going to do this. We got years to go. They don't even have electricity. And yet here they're talking about, for the first time in history, they've hit a milestone. From Newshound Guru Paulette, I agree. Parliament has not passed it. I never said Parliament passed the law. It can only get to Parliament after passed by the COM. All laws start in the COM, and they have to pass it and send it to Parliament. This has already been done, and Sudani has come out in full support, demanding Parliament pass it. That is what caused Trump to state he will not support Sudani and to ramp up sanctions. Trump has been very verbal on this issue since January. From Intel Guru Frank 26, you know how long this new exchange rate has been fighting against the Iranian influence in Iraq? A long time. From Guest Boots on the Ground Guru MarkZ, I finally had a chance to sit down with my guys today, and they are not happy with Sudani. He has made all of these promises, but not followed through. The road project seems to be the only project he is focused on. All of my employees live outside of the green zone, and they only have power for 12 hours a day, 2 on and 2 off. They say the last time they had power issues like this was under Saddam. This has been going on for about 2 months, and they do live in Baghdad but not in the green zone. From Intel Newshound guru MarkZ via PDK. In Iraq, parliamentarian. The last legislative term requires the passage of stalled laws. There is a massive push to finish things before Sudani's term ends. Remember, Sudani has made great promises for this term. One of the reasons for this push is there is a 4 to 5 day pilgrimage coming up, the second largest pilgrimage in the Islamic world. It begins August 14th. Lawmakers say there will be a short break during that time, so there's a push to get all this legislation finished, including oil and gas laws and the popular mobilization law. They are trying to hurry up and finish because of this pilgrimage. From Intel Newshound guru MarkZ via PDK, I have some bond contacts and others who are not my contacts saying they expect full payment, not kinda sorta. These are the contacts I thought of as going last, and they are expecting their money next week. Tuesday at the latest. Again, these are the folks I thought would go last. Question. So maybe all the other bond folks are done and under NDAs and the last are scheduled for next week, then US? From MarkZ. Personally, I think the last bondholders may go after the RV. This is just my opinion based on what I have been watching, but it makes me feel good. It's at least a possibility for RV this weekend. From Newshound guru Claire. Article, over 30 banks in Iraq face U.S. sanctions over dollar dealings. Quote, the ECO Iraq Observatory announced 35 of the 72 banks currently operating in Iraq have come under U.S. sanctions, primarily due to alleged violations involving U.S. dollar transactions. The report further warns that if the CBI fails to act on communications from the U.S. Treasury, it could also face financial repercussions. From Newshound guru Pimpy. You cannot directly take the Iraqi dinar on the Handle FX on Coinbase. Handle FX is actually the token. That's the name of the token they use. The Iraqi dinar is a closed currency with a fixed exchange rate set by the Central Bank of Iraq. It cannot be on any platform right now as free floating because it can't be fixed in one place and floating in another. Before ending with few more updates, the hashtag keyword for the 100 Dogecoin giveaway is overhaul. You can be the lucky winner if you like, subscribe, and watch the main content of this video. This will be for this coming Sunday's giveaway, and the winner will be announced in one of the Sunday's videos, so you do not want to miss it. From Newshound guru Claire, article, over 30 banks in Iraq face U.S. sanctions over dollar dealings. Quote, the ECO Iraq Observatory announced 35 of the 72 banks currently operating in Iraq have come under U.S. sanctions, primarily due to alleged violations involving U.S. dollar transactions. The report further warns that if the CBI fails to act on communications from the U.S. Treasury, it could also face financial repercussions. From Newshound guru Pimpy. You cannot directly take the Iraqi dinar on the Handle FX on Coinbase. Handle FX is actually the token. That's the name of the token they use. The Iraqi dinar is a closed currency with a fixed exchange rate set by the Central Bank of Iraq. It cannot be on any platform right now as free floating because it can't be fixed in one place and floating in another. And finally, the last update is from Intel Guru Frank 26. When you look at this whole monetary reform, it's an reinstatement of the value from 2003. But the Minister of Planning and the Minister of Finance back in 2012 were told by the GOI that 322 will not be enough due to inflation. You have to add at least 20% to that figure. That was 2012. You see why I don't believe in $3.22? In my opinion, Allah is planting the truthful seed that your exchange rate outside of Iraq is going to grow past the RI $3.22. Iraqi citizens will have purchasing power. These are exciting times. All right, friends, listen closely because if you've been following this ride, what I'm about to share could be one of those you heard it here first moments. We've got Parliament racing the clock, Sudani boxed in politically, big economic milestones being hit, and yes, those rate rumors are back in play. If you tune out now, you'll be the last to know when these pieces start connecting. Let's break this down. First, Mountain Goat's update. She's framing this whole move inside a bigger global narrative, a shift away from the USD, maybe even a currency reset, and Iraq eventually pegging to a basket of weighted currencies instead of just the dollar. Now, whether that global reset happens is debatable. History tells us the IMF path is far more likely in the near term, but the basket peg idea? That's not fiction. Kuwait does it. The IMF's even encouraged Iraq to consider it. Why? It stabilizes the dinar against multiple currencies, reduces USD dependency, and it's the kind of structural change you often see right before a revaluation or reinstatement. Then there's Militia Man's point, and this one's huge, but doesn't get enough attention. Iraq just hit over 1,000 megawatts of power production. That's the highest in their history. You can't modernize industry, attract large-scale foreign investment, or diversify your economy without stable electricity. More power means more factories, more commerce, more GDP. And when your GDP base grows, you can support a stronger currency without burning through reserves. This is foundational for sustaining any RVRI. Now let's talk about Frank 26's big headline grab, the $3.22 pre-war rate, and how back in 2012, ministers were told to tack on 20% for inflation, making it around $3.86. The math makes sense in theory. Purchasing power parity changes over time. But in my opinion, Iraq won't start there. I see them launching around $1 to $1.50, proving stability, and then gradually climbing. Why? Simple. They don't have to overextend reserves day one. It builds confidence at home and abroad, and it lets them manage note supply without shocking the economy. Think of it like Kuwait. Start stable, grow into your value. Meanwhile, politically, Sudani's in a tight spot. MarkZ points out Parliament's racing to pass stalled laws before the August 14th pilgrimage, one of the biggest religious gatherings in the world. The oil and gas law is in that mix, and that's a win for economic confidence. It settles revenue disputes with Kurdistan, checks an IMF box, and reassures investors. But right next to it is the Popular Mobilization Law, PML, which is a political grenade. Pass it. And Trump's already warned that sanctions could hit Iraq's currency. That would slam the brakes on any near-term RVRI. So Sudani's threading a needle. He's got to deliver on promises before elections, pass the good economic laws, and keep the U.S. from slapping sanctions on them. If he shelves or delays the PML until after a rate change, Iraq keeps its international runway clear. Here's the bottom line. The IMF WTO path is already in motion. Closing the parallel market gap, digitizing the banking system, meeting Article 8 standards. The milestones we're seeing, currency basket talk, infrastructure growth, legislative pushes, are not random. They're building blocks. And if Sudani can navigate these next few weeks without political self-sabotage, this term still holds real potential for the move we've all been watching for. In my opinion, this isn't just noise from Baghdad. It's positioning. And if you're not watching these developments daily, you're going to miss the signals before the headlines hit. That's my final take. Finally, we posted a breaking analysis video the other day. Iraq just made a major move toward joining the World Trade Organization by completing comprehensive technical responses, an essential step that signals a shift toward full international integration. While this might seem like a routine headline, it's actually one of the strongest signs that Iraq could be preparing to move off the program rate and take the dinar global. In this video, I'll break down how this development ties directly into the RVRI process, how it connects with IMF Article 8 compliance, and why this moment could indicate the beginning of the end for the 1300 rate. If you've been watching for the clues and waiting for confirmation that Iraq is ready, this is the update you don't want to overlook. Most people will miss the significance until it's too late. Please go ahead and check it out by clicking on the link on the top right of this video, as you don't want to miss this. Lastly, we will continue to post videos about the recent events and articles supporting the changes taking place in Iraq, so you don't want to miss them. Also, don't forget, please drop a comment below with hashtag and the keyword and let us know what you think. If you like this content and like to support this channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you get notified when new videos are uploaded. See you on the next video. Bye.